I don't remember really a time where I really wanted to be around my father. When I was younger, my mom was a victim of domestic violence, and my father, would beat her. I remember being young, and I'd look forward to when he would go away on hunting trips because that meant that he wasn't in the house. And finally, when my parents divorced, I was so excited because I figured he would be gone and I wouldn't have to deal with him anymore. And then I don't think he took the divorce and the restraining order very seriously because he ended up taking a shotgun and blowing down our apartment door that I shared with my grandparents. And he ended up shooting my grandfather, who tried to stop him, but he had a firearm that unfortunately was never serviced or cleaned and never shot. So he wasn't able to defend himself and defend my grandmother. So I just remember hearing the gunshot, and I shared a room with my sister, and I literally it was so loud, and the front door was so close to my bedroom that I fell out of my bed because it was so loud. I didn't even know what was happening, and all I remember was that I had to pretty much run for cover, and I ran into the bathroom. And by the time I got to the bathroom, I realized that I left my sister, which to this day I feel awful that I left my sister behind, and I can kind of chuckle about it now, but not a day goes by that I don't think that I left my sister behind. So that's always hard. But then when I heard my dad talking, I knew that if I didn't come out of hiding, he would probably kill my grandmother. Luckily, my mom was actually out with friends that night. And I was so excited because I was like, my mom, gets to have friends now, and she gets to go out and, dress up and, enjoy life. And it was so happy seeing her. And I just thank God every day that she wasn't home, because I really do think he would have killed her. I really do. I was 8 when it happened, and I can remember it like it happened yesterday. And it's not something that you can really separate you from yourself. So there were a lot of times where I wish I could have, but it was really hard. So when you have somebody as volatile as my father was, it's hard to leave, and people are scared, and people don't want to talk, and but no one, like I remember my grandmother recently, she told me, like, neighbors knew, but no one really said anything because they were scared. They didn't know who to go to. They're like, if we call the police, this is what's going to happen. If we don't call the police, so they all felt like in a catch-22, like they didn't know what to do. So that was really hard. But I think back then, I think your only solution was to go to the police. But it feels good to just talk about it because, like I said, for the longest, before the internet days, before Facebook, we just moved across the country. That was our solution, was we're gonna change our name and just move across the country and no one's gonna know. And it did, it felt like, I had to keep quiet about a lot of things, and I think that hurts people in the long run. I really do. Like, I think people need to speak up, because I think if more people speak up, then people will be more open and willing to talk about the things that they are going through.